car so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. I am the first. I said I am the first. I am the first. I said I am the first of all time. Let's go. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, but I pushed the rock off the court. I got champion genetics.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state of Georgia. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns' drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's coming. Check in. Here we go.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 4th down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Taken down at the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Watson, off play action. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 57 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 30. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Chubb trying to middle here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Here we go on fourth. Watson eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll throw now on the final play. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Robinson up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. He's got his man, London, right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Fourth and inches in plus territory, that seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught at the 8. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. They begin this drive with Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From his goal line here, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back now here on EA Sports, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 29 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. The drive starts with a completion, left side, finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job. Job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Jones has it. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. Ryan. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And Ryan's throw taken in by London. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
36.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Richie Grant. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where you...
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. 45 yards. And the Falcons will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Ryan wants to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Now Watson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
To throw, Watson.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Atlanta, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, They'll sink now to 0-4, and they will get a home date next week.